Nagasibya gikan sa Bulawanong probinsya sa Davao de Oro. Kini ang Siguradong Lingaw.
Siguradong lingaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
88.5 Z-Radio.
This is Z-Radio 88.5.
Z-Radio 88.5. Siguradong lingaw. Siguradong kuyaw.
Hoy, tara, magklase na ta! Tara, tara! Sige, sige! Let's go!
Kunin na ang radyo, hanapin ang Z-Radio. Halika na at makinig, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhan bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela. Umulan man umaraw, edukasyo'y susulong. Kaya halika na, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhang bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Handog ng DepEd Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya!
Let's go!
Nagasibya gikan sa Bulawanong probinsya sa Davao de Oro. Kini ang Siguradong Lingaw. Siguradong kuyaw. 88.5 Z-Radio.
This is Z-Radio 88.5.
Good morning, Davao de Oro. Our food for thought for today is coming from the book of Romans, chapter 5, verse 18. It says, "By the righteousness of one, the free gift came upon all men unto justification of life." Reflection. Money cannot buy it. Intellect cannot grasp it. Power cannot command it. But to all who will accept it, God's glorious grace is freely given. But men may feel their need, and, renouncing all self-dependence, accept salvation as a gift. Those who enter heaven will not scale its walls by their own righteousness, nor will its gates be opened to them for costly offerings of gold or silver. But they will gain an entrance to the many mansions of the Father's house through the merits of the cross of Christ. For sinful men, the highest consolation, the greatest cause of rejoicing, is that heaven has given Jesus to be the sinner's Savior. He offered to go over the ground where Adam stumbled and fell, to meet the tempter on the field of battle, and conquer him in man's behalf. Behold him in the wilderness of temptation. 40 days and 40 nights he fasted, enduring the fiercest assaults of the powers of darkness. He trod the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with him. It was not for himself, but that he might break the chain that held the human race in slavery to Satan. As Christ in his humanity sought strength from his Father, that he might be enabled to endure trial and temptation, so are we to do. We are to follow the example of the sinless Son of God. Daily we need help and grace and power from the source of all power. We are to cast our helpless souls upon the one who is ready to help us in every time of need. Too often we forget the Lord. Self gives way to impulse, and we lose the victories that we should gain. If we are overcome, let us not delay to repent and to accept the pardon that will place us on the vantage ground. If we repent and believe, the cleansing power from God will be ours. His saving grace is freely offered. His pardon is given to all who will receive it. Over every sinner that repents, the angels of God rejoice with songs of joy. Not one sinner need be lost. Full and free is the gift of saving grace.
Gikan sa bubuhat, Davao de Oro, tuburan sa paglaon. Sa Davaoan yung mahuswagon, ang kaanyang mong makabibihan, talag sa undas sa kahitasan, kabukirang sa lumaki alimahan, bunga sa karagayan. May pagluban, yuta mong nagmadagayaon, mga anak mong mahigugmaon. Ipaligod sa bayanihan, iumol sa panaghiusap, sa timumang may mapeya at sa pagpilagwangan may kalanguan. Among kabulahanan, Davao de Oro, mapulawanong paraiso, sa nag-iusang Davaoenyo, ang kaanyang makabibihan, talag sa unggas sa kahitasan, kabukir Ilang sa lumang ialimahan, bunga sa kalagayan. Sabang de oro, kanimo nagadikan among kabulahanan. Sabang de oro, mapulawanong paraiso, sa nagiusang nabawenyo. Dabang de oro, dagatuyutan, muling bulawan. Dabang de oro, dagatuyutan, muling
Z-Radio 88.5.
Check your time mga ka-Z. It's already 10:70 na po ng umaga. Again, alas 10:17 na sa buntag. And time check is atid ka natin ni Vice Governor Maria Carmen Zamora. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning! Golden Province of Davao de Oro. Lakip na sa atong mga silingang lalawigan nga abot ning atong sibiyahanan. It's a beautiful Wednesday umaga po sa lahat ng ating mga ka-Z. Saan mang dako po kayo naroroon ngayon. And we are really hoping no nga ang tanan akaron sa luwas nga kahimtang. So isa na naman kabagong episode ang ato ang nag-uban karon no. So uban ninyo for this new episode on its Wednesday edition. Dinilang sa inyong paboritong programa, ang Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Siguradong masaya.
And yes, ang ating programa hatid po sa atin ng DepEd Division of Davao de Oro in partnership with the Z-Radio 88.5. Good morning, Sir Drew.
Good morning, Teacher Mar. Good morning sa to ang tanan dinhi sa atong sibiyahanan and also sa lahat ng ating mga zuking tigpaminaw, most especially sa atong mga learners across the Golden Province of Davao de Oro. Good morning po, and I'm sure mag-ready na ang tanan for another exciting lesson presentation na among ihatag sa inyo karong adlaw.
Yes, that is right, no? And para mas ma-excite gid sila, Sir Drew, atong i-share sa ilaha karon kung unsa ba ning mga lessons nga angay nilang atangan para karong adlaw.
That's right. For the information of everyone, so we have grade 9 MAPE, grade 10 MAPE, and also for the senior high, and at the same time for grade 10 Filipino.
Okay, so yan po ang mga aabangan nyo for today's episode. Good morning sa atong mga program sponsors. Maraming thank you po for all the love and support nga ginahatag ninyo sa atong programa. And so, good morning sa atong mga dear learners nga nakaroon sa ilang mga tagsa-tagsa ka mga panimalay. Amo kamong ginaauhag no sa pag-access, pag-fill in sa mga information nga kinahanglan no. So, mag-attendance ta mga madlang learners, atong mga pinalanggang mga learners. So, unsa gani ato ang link, Sir Drew?
Yes, before that, Teacher Mai, so ako lang i-remind ang mga learners natin na aside sa atong on-air dinhi sa Z-Radio 88.5, we also have other platform, and that is cross-line streaming through use of the Facebook application. So, hanapin lang, i-like and i-subscribe, and of course, i-follow ang ating FB pages such as Facebook Live at Z-Radio 88.5, DepEd Division of Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, DepEd Davao de Oro. And gaya ng sabi ni Teacher Mai na naka-flash sa ating mga FB screen ang attendance link, which is the https://tinyurl.com/Radyo Z-Eskwela attendance. Again, ginaauhag namo, gina-encourage namo ang tanang mga learners sa tibuok Davao de Oro na mag-attendance sa atuang link. And if you are not online or wala mo nakapaminaw karong adlaw, feel free to subscribe our YouTube channel alang ma-review ninyo ang tanan nato mga lesson presentation from the start of our school year up to now. Kasi gina-upload nato na tanan ang ato mga lesson presentation, and our YouTube channel is Radyo Z-Eskwela DDO. Again, our YouTube channel is Radyo Z-Eskwela DDO.
Yes, good morning also sa atong mga heads sa DepEd Division of Davao de Oro, no? Most especially sa atong SDS. We have Ma'am Euphemia Gamutin, maayong buntag kanimo Ma'am Fem.
And also to our ASDS Dr. Mel Handayan and sa lahat ng ating mga EPS dyan sa ating division office. Good morning po.
Yes, it's already 10:21. Again, it's Feb 24, 2021. And without much ado, ato ang sugdan sir Drew ang ato ang klase karong adlaw.
Yes, we will start with grade 9 MAPE and the topic for this one is risk and protective factors. Makakasama natin bilang content presenter is si Sir Sandy Aquino and isang teacher one.
Okay. 10:22 na po. Make your day a maferific day with this fun and exciting wellness day to further explore the secrets of health and fitness. Kaya naman po, tara na, magklase na ta!
Good day to all, especially to all grade 9 learners. How are you today? I am your teacher, Sandy Aquino Rato of Maparat National High School, Compostela West District. Welcome to our Quarter 2, Module 2 lesson in Health Education. Come and join me as we explore the lessons about the risk and protective factors in the use, abuse, and misuse of drugs. Are you ready? Great! Will you wave your hands if you are ready? Good! For you to be guided on what you are going to learn today, bear in mind that you are expected to do the following. Number 1. Discuss the risk and protective factors in substance use, abuse, and drug dependence. Number 2, assess the strength of protective factors in one's self, peers, family, school, and community. Number 3, realize the importance of the protective factors and the influence of the risk factors in substance use and abuse. Now, I want you to get your notebook or paper, your ball pen, and your health module so you can follow our discussion and answer some of our activities. I am going to give situations that may occur in our lives. Identify if these situations have a positive or negative impact to our well-being. Are you ready to answer? All right, let us begin. Number 1, high level of stress. Positive or negative? Yes, it is negative. Number 2, parental love and care. Positive or negative? You're right, positive. Number 3, peers who are involved in a riot. Positive or negative? Yes, negative indeed. Number 4, what about family conflict? You are correct, negative. Number 5, involvement in the community activities. Is it positive or negative? Exactly, it is positive. How's your score? Did you get it all correct? Excellent. Now, take a look at these pictures in my right side. Compare it with the photos on my left side. Which of these pictures will help you stay away from the influences of drugs? Is it the pictures on my right or on my left? Yes, the picture on my right side. Do you know what are those negative and positive situations in relation to drug use and abuse? Yes, those negative situations are called the risk factors, while the positive ones are the protective factors. Risk factors are those influences which increase the chances of using, misusing, and abusing drugs. Contrary to risk factors are protective factors. Protective factors decrease the chances of using, misusing, and abusing drugs. The risk and protective factors are classified according to the domains of life which influences drug use and abuse. What are the 5 domains of life? These are the personal, family, peers and friends, school, and community. Personal domain is about early aggressive behavior versus self-control. Early aggressive behavior includes use of drugs at an early age, risk-taking behavior, experimentation, poor social and interaction skills, and feelings of isolation. While self-control includes good reasoning skills, excellent social skills, positive interaction with people, and sense of belonging. The next domain is the family. Having a weak parental guidance is a risk factor, while strong parental guidance is a protective factor. Children who belong to a family with a history and patterns of drug use, approving attitude towards drug use, poor parenting and child rearing practices, inconsistent family rules, and poor family values and ties are more likely to abuse drugs. On the other hand, children raised to a family with good communication, positive family relationship, clear and consistent family rules, strong family values, and reliance on family for emotional support are less likely to abuse drugs. The third domain is the peer and friends. Socializing with peers and friends known to use gateway drugs such as cigarettes and alcohol, as well as the preference to stay with peers and friends rather than with family, are risk factors. What will protect you from drugs? Mingle with friends who do not smoke nor drink alcohol. Form good friendship and invite your friends at home to know your family. The fourth domain is the school. Risk factors may include poor academic performance, lack of commitment to studies, poor attendance in schools, and involvement in fights and conflict. While excellent academic performance, joining school activities, and showing interest in attending classes are protective factors. The fifth and the last domain is the community. A community with easy access to gateway drugs, poor community organization, and neighborhood relationship, poor implementation of community laws, and negative attitudes which favor drug use is in great risk. Protective factors for community are having strong community relationships, active and positive community programs, projects and activities for the youth, positive attitude which combat drug use, and strong community advocacy against drugs.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
The use, misuse, and abuse of drugs are the result of various factors surrounding a person. The protective factors counterbalance the negative effects of risk factors. It does not necessarily mean that more risk factors present make a person highly susceptible to drug abuse. The protective factors, even a few in number, may be enough to work against the risk factors. Example: if one of the members of your family is an alcoholic or a drug dependent, will you be an alcoholic or drug dependent too? Of course not. You have your choice. Strengthen the protective factors around you, especially your personal domain. We have discussed the 5 domains in life and the risk and protective factors in each domain. Can you remember what are the 5 domains in life? You remembered it well. These are the personal, family, peer and friends, school, and community. What are risk and protective factors? Risk factors are those influences which increase the chances of using, misusing, and abusing drugs, while protective factors decrease the chances of using, misusing, and abusing drugs. Now, get your module, ballpen, and paper, because you are going to assess how strong are your protective factors. Check the appropriate column if your protective factor is strong, moderate, or weak. After your self-assessment, take note of those weak factors. Then, write ways on making these weak ones strong. We have successfully achieved the objectives of today's lesson. You are now able to discuss the risk and protective factors in substance abuse, use, and drug dependence. You have assessed the strength of protective factors in yourself, peers, family, school, and community. You have realized the importance of protective factors and the influence of the risk factors in substance use and abuse. I am so delighted to have become a part of your health education journey for today. Remember that we only have one precious life. Embrace the protective factors that you have right now, and never take the risk of peril because of drug use, abuse, and misuse. This is your teacher, Sandy Aquino Rato of Maparat National High School, Compostela West District.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated. Radyo Z-Eskwela Executive Committee. The Schools Division Superintendent, Eufemia T. Gamutin Seso 5. Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel R. Handayan. OIC Curriculum Implementation Division Chief,
Karina S. Frasco. School Governance and Operations Division Chief Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. Members: Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Opeña, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, Dr. Eldecris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinute, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Pabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangi, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medard T. Ampit, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee, Productions and Communications, Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judyland T. Yu, Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Riwen Manuel, Irene Lea C. Manguhon, and Bessie Aya N. Banias. Social Media and Packaging Team, Christian and Hara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoton, Roberto S. Acosar Jr., May B. Istaniol, Richard H. Arellano, Glee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Arais.
And yes po, tayo'y nagbabalik. It's already 10:43 na po ng umaga. Again, alas 10:43 na sa buntag mga ka-Z. Huwag ka muna minaw gihapon sa iyong paboritong programa. Kini ang Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Siguradong masaya.
Kauban gihapon ninyo, Mamay May Resma.
And I'm Sir Drew Manuel.
And yes, Sir Drew, no? We're done airing our first lesson presentation para karong adlaw.
That's right. It's about grade 9 MAPE, and the topic for that was risk and protective factors. And we would like to say thank you and congratulations sa ating content presenter na si Ma'am Sandy Aquino Rato, coming from Maparat National High School. And for all our learners, most especially grade 9 learners, na if you do have questions or mga kalibog with regards sa atong first lesson presentation, feel free to comment on the comment boxes sa lahat ng ating mga FB pages. Or if you're not online mga ka-Z learners, pwede rin yung ipadangat inyong mga pangutana through our mobile phone number na 0953-211-3492. Again, it's 0953-211-3492.
Yes, 10:44 na po. And just want to say good morning no kay Sir Tani Haynar nga naminaw siya karon. Maing buntag kanimo Kuya Tan. And of course, amo ang district head sa Nabuntaran is District. Good morning to Ma'am Rosario A. Noniasa.
Yes, and also with our public schools district supervisor dyan sa Mao District, Ma'am Toto Teves, and sa aming butihing school in charge sa Tuburan National High School, Sir Rogelio Iguno, and sa lahat ng aking mga co-teachers na naka-skeletal workforce dyan. Hello po sa inyong lahat.
Yes, good morning also to Kuya William Pedrosa diha sa Monte Vista, ug sa akong mga silingan diha nga naminaw daw karon to Debilin Loygatan, ug sa mga bata po diha karon no nga nagdula-dula while naminaw. So hello kaninyong tanan diha, maayong buntag. Okay, so karon atong pasalamatan Sir Drew no sa kanunay ang ato ang mga program sponsors. Daghan kayong salamat for all the love and support para sa ato ang programa. We have Nuada Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated.
Thank you so much, Maverick Builders Incorporated.
Mitch Construction and Supply.
Architectural Construction and Supply.
DB Construction and Supply.
Kanaway Builders Corporation.
Phoenix Curvada Tagum Gasoline Station.
Master Construction and Supply.
Mackenzie Builders.
And Jeep&H Construction Incorporated.
Yes, sila po ang ating mga program sponsors. Maraming salamat po. And of course, sa ako ang mga kaubanan sa Cao National High School, maing buntag, kaninyo mga ma'am and sir. So sa mga kaubanan natong mga magtutudlo, no, nga naka-duty karon on site, Sir Drew, ayan, ang pingats always, mga ma'am and sir. And sa mga naglakaw karon, mga nagbiyahe, ayan, ang ping yun ta, always wear your face mask, guys. Ug mahimo kung dunay face shield, mas labing maayo.
That's right, Teacher Mai. Again, we are reminding all our learners across Davao de Oro to please do the attendance through our link na https://tinyurl.com/Radyo Z-Eskwela attendance. And nakapin po yan sa ating comment boxes and nakaflash sa mga FB screen.
Okay. And of course, kung namoy mga na-miss nga episodes or gusto ninyong balikan,
Yes.
once again, doon na nakita YouTube channel mga kazi. So please like our videos, guys. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button po para pinaabtik ma-notify mo kung doon na tayo mga bagong videos nga ato ang i-upload.
That's right. Our YouTube channel is Radyo Z-Eskwela DDO. Again, mga kazi learners, Radyo Z-Eskwela DDO, our official YouTube channel.
Yes, acknowledging also ang atong mga kaubanan nga naa sa Pikas Lawak nga on duty karon kauban nato. The
Yes.
Wednesday team, we have Ma'am Irene Lea si Manguhon.
Ma'am J. Karen Arais.
We also have Sir Angelo Gutierrez.
And Sir Ralph Tabanyag.
Yes, so samahan niyo pa rin po kami sa ating Wednesday edition at mamaya po inyong makakasama si Sir JL and Ma'am Donna. 12 down to 2 p.m. po yan.
That's right.
Okay, so before we proceed, Sir Drew, no, sa ato ang next lesson presentation, once again, atong ginapahimangnuan ang ato ang mga content presenters and
Yes.
material developer, most especially sa next week, no, nga sasalang. So kindly submit your material on time kay para ma-check pa sa ato ang mga editors, ma-enhance kung dunay angay nga i-enhance
Yes,
silang mga materials.
tama ka dyan, Teacher Mai.
Okay, so good morning. Once again to Sir Tani Hainar and Ate Nessie, to Sheila May Antalan Ulaer, Arlante Olaer, Melba Panurel, Gako Pundoyo, ayan, hello Ate Melba, ayan, amping sa imuhang pagtrabaho. 10:48 for the meantime, we'll take a break muna po at magbabalik kami makatapos ang ilang paalala.
Magbayanihan na, magbayanihan na, bayanihan, pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian, nagtagatibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Ikaw ako, tayong lahat, hawak kamay, sabay-sabay, kapit-bisig, buong bayan. Tara na, kumilos na. Tulong-tulong sa pagsulong, hatid na kalidad sa edukasyon, sa kabataan, saya at dunong, buong madla sabay na aahon. Panahon na naman ng brigada, pagbigisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salit na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, bayanihan na. Sabay-sabayhan na.
Laging handa. Laging handa. Bahatag tuyot, sunog, lindol, bagyo, mga kalamidad na likas sa ating mundo. Napapahamak ang buhay at kabuhayan, kaya naman kailangan ng paghandaan.
Maging handa, maging alerto, tungkulin to ng bawat man. kilos na. Lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Laging handa.
Kalamidad ay maaasahang darating.
Sa di inaasahang oras,
Kaya naman hindi na dapat hintayin. Unahan na habang di pa natataranta.
maging handa, maging alerto. Tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na. Lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na. Lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
Suriin mo mabuti ang iyong kapaligiran. Saan ka ba nakatira? Diyan ba ay bumabaha? Tuwing ka magpagkain, bumot pang sindi, first aid kit. Mga gamit panligtas ng buhay dapat mabitbit. At sakaling lumindol o sumabog ang bulkan, meron bang matadaanan palayo sa kasawian? Panahon ay malupit at ang hangin hagupit. Mabuti na lang na tayo ay laging nakahanda.
Tara na, kilos na. Lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na. Lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Education with the support of World Vision Development Foundation.
Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Di mo alintana mga batikos at pangungutya, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ika'y di sumusuko, lumalaban at nangangako, maihatid pa rin ang serbisyong totoo. Para sa kabataan, ginagawa ang lahat, maibigay lang ang edukasyong karapat-dapat. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Ika'y pinangungunahan ng isang superwoman. Walang iba, Madam Leonor Briones lang naman. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, dedikasyon sa trabaho, pagmamahal ng isang ina, nararamdaman ko. Ikaw ang humuhubog sa aming kinabukasan, laging inuuna ang kapakanan ng kabataan. Kaya't katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. Udeped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo.
Kini ang Siguradong Lingaw.
Siguradong lingaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
88.5 Z-Radio.
Adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong kuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon nga probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon nga pagsibya, Z-Radio.
Welcome back mga ka-Z. It's already 10:58. Alas G58 na gyud sa buntag. Ug time check atid ka nato sa Pahati Construction. Ayan, kauban gihapon ninyo Ma'am Maymay Resma.
And I'm Sir Drew Manuel.
Makauban mi ninyo tama na alas 12 sa udto. Ug unya inyong makauban si Sir JL ug si Ma'am Donna. So
Yes.
ganiha Sir Drew no ato nang na-present sa ilaha ang para sa grade 9 MAPE. Kung diin atong nahisgutan ang topic was about risk and protective factors. So once again, thank you so much to Ma'am Sandy Aquino Rato.
Yes, she's coming from Maparat National High School. And for now, mga ka-Z learners, ang atong ihatag sa inyo karon will be about grade 10 MAPE. And the topic, it's about health-related laws. And makakasama natin bilang content presenter for this is coming from Kapatagan National High School. We have Sir Hiraro L. Montana.
10:59 na po, make your day a matherific day with us. And with fun and exciting wellness day to further explore the circuits of health and fitness. Kaya naman po,
Tara na, magklase na ta!
Mabuhay! Good day, grade 10 students. This is your school on the air for health. Get ready, and we will learn and discover the health-related laws today. I am your teacher, Gerardo Legaspino Montana from Kapatagan National High School, Laak South District. And for a moment, we will roam around our lesson 1 in health, focusing the health-related laws. Isn't it exciting? Of course it is. Before we move on, make sure that your stomach is full so that our brain neurons will work well and you can digest our today's lesson. Prepare your module, notebook and pen all throughout the conversation so that you may take down notes, learning, and as well as questions for clarifications. This lesson will help you understand how the different policies that embody your right as a citizen of the country. It will also help you understand how the government works with various institutions to address issues and concerns. At the end of this lesson, you are expected to identify the existing health-related laws and its significance in safeguarding people's health. So let's start with a pre-assessment. Oops, don't worry, because the result of this activity will not be graded. It is only way to check your prior knowledge about our lesson. Let's get it on! This is a Match Me activity. Let us read the directions. Match the description in column A with the corresponding policies in column B. Write the letter of your answers in your activity notebook. I'll give you 30 seconds to do that. Let us begin. So let us check your assessment. Number 1, letter E. Correct. Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act. Number 2, letter D. Correct. National Blood Services Act. Number 3, letter A. Cybercrime Prevention Act. Number 4, letter B. Correct. Consumer Act. And number 5, letter C. You're right. Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act. If you got 4 and below, it is necessary for you to learn from this lesson. If your score is 5, you can still learn from this lesson. Let us go deeper with our lesson. The first health-related law is Consumer Act of the Philippines, or other known as RA 7394. It is a national policy which aims to protect the interests of the consumers and buyers of products and services, promote consumers' general welfare, and to set and maintain standards of conduct for both the business and industrial sectors. The Consumer Act covers the quality and safety of different products like food, drugs, cosmetics, and devices. The policy also promotes the protection of citizens against hazardous substances that may be on sale. Hence, proper labeling and fair packaging shall be required for all the products being sold. Second, Traditional and Alternative Medicine Act of 1997, or other known as RA 8423. It is an act creating the Philippine Institute of Traditional and Alternative Health Care, or PTAC, to accelerate the development of traditional and alternative health care in the Philippines, providing for a traditional and alternative health care development fund and for other purposes. Third is Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, or other known as RA 10354. The Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act of 2012, also known as the Reproductive Health Law or RH Law, is a law in the Philippines that guarantees universal access to methods such as contraception, fertility control, sexual education, and maternal health care. What is reproductive health? It refers to the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease relating to the reproductive system and to its functions and processes. This implies that people can have a responsible, safe, consensual, and satisfying sex life, that they have the capability to reproduce and the freedom to decide if, when, and how often to do so. How about pillars of reproductive health? Pillar 1. Informed choice. To ensure the health of the mother and the child, and effective and quality reproductive health care services which are ethically and medically safe, legal, accessible, and affordable shall be given primary to them. Pillar 2. Respect for life. The Act recognizes that abortion is illegal and punishable by law. However, mothers who will be identified to have aborted an unborn child will be served with post-abortive treatment and counseling in a humane, non-judgmental, and compassionate manner. Pillar 3. Birth control. Reproductive health care, information, and supplies shall be made available, most especially to poor beneficiaries. Pillar 4. Responsible parenthood. Couples determine their ideal family size. In addition, the government shall equip each parent with needed information in all aspects of family life, reproductive health, and this pillar. What is family planning? It is a means to improve the quality of life of every Filipino. It is a program which enables couples and individuals to decide freely and responsibly the number and spacing of their children. What is responsible parenthood? Parenthood is about raising children and supporting their needs financially, morally, teaching them good values, and giving them love and care. It is one of the most important duties in our society. Couples should be aware that parenthood entails great responsibilities. They should consider the 3 R's before becoming parents. The reason for wanting a child, the resources needed to raise a child, and the responsibilities as parents. What are the responsibilities of parents? Provide physical care, inculcate discipline, develop social competence, encourage learning, give opportunities for education and self-development, inculcate values, provide economic security, teach self-discipline and self-control with effective discipline, give love and affection. 4th, Philippine AIDS Prevention and Control Act of 1998, or other known as RA 8504. RA 8504 is an act promulgating policies and prescribing measures for the prevention and control of HIV/AIDS in the Philippines, instituting a nationwide HIV/AIDS information and education program, establishing a comprehensive HIV/AIDS monitoring system, strengthening the Philippine National AIDS Council, and for other purposes. What is human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV? It is a viral infection that attacks and slowly destroys the immune system of the infected person that leads to immune deficiency, What is acquired immune deficiency syndrome or AIDS? It is a condition characterized by signs and symptoms caused by HIV contracted from another person. How do you get or transmit HIV? You can only get HIV by coming into direct contact with certain body fluids from a person with HIV. These fluids are blood, semen, rectal fluids, vaginal fluids. HIV is transmitted by unprotected sex, passing from mother to baby, sharing injecting equipment, contaminated blood transfusion, and organ transplants. HIV is not acquired or transmitted by insect bites, toilet seats, kissing, sharing eating utensils, touching. Did you know that the first HIV case in the Philippines was reported in 1984? Around 2007, the DOH noted a rise in epidemic as new infections started showing a steady spike and shifted from sex workers to men who have sex with men, MSM, and people who inject drugs. Maria Dolzura Cortez died in 1992, was the first Filipino AIDS victim who came out in the open to tell about her life and how she acquired the AIDS virus.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
Let us continue with the fifth health-related laws. National Blood Services Act of 1994, or other known as RA 7719. Republic Act Number 7719 promotes voluntary blood donation to provide sufficient supply of safe blood and to regulate blood banks. This act aims to inculcate public awareness that blood donation is a humanitarian act. Sixth, Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012, or other known as RA 10175. The act aims to address legal issues concerning online interactions. With the advancement of technology, there are various platforms where you may express yourself. Example, Facebook, Twitter, Viber, Instagram, Messenger, and the like. Seventh, National Environmental Awareness and Education Act of 2008, or other known as RA number 9512. This act provides for the promotion of environmental awareness through environmental education which shall encompass environmental concepts and principles, environmental laws, the state of international and local environment. 8. Seatbelts Use Act of 1999, or other known as RA number 8750. This act aims to secure and safeguards its citizenry, particularly the passengers and drivers of private and public motor vehicles, from the ruinous and extremely injurious effects of vehicular accidents. And 9th, Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, or other known as RA number 9165. It safeguards the well-being of its citizenry, particularly the youth, from the harmful effects of dangerous drugs on their physical and mental well-being, and to defend the same against acts or omissions detrimental to their development and preservation. Now that we have finished our conversation about the health-related laws that safeguard our health, it's time for our learning assessment to check if you listened, understood, and learned our lesson today. From what you have learned in the activity, match me, interpret and match the description to policy. In your health module in page 18, identify what health-related laws is being emphasized in every item number. Sounds interesting, right? So let's start scrutinizing the different situations of health-related laws. So I will give you enough time to do that. Directions. Choose the letter that corresponds to the correct answer. Let us check your answers. Number 1. What act aims to address legal issues concerning online interactions? Letter A. Republic Act 7719. Letter B. Republic Act 10175. Letter C. Republic Act 10354. The correct answer is letter B, Republic Act 10175. Number 2. What act aims to protect people against hazards to health and safety, deceptive and unfair sales act and practices? Letter A, Republic Act 7394. Letter B, Republic Act 7719. Letter C, Republic Act 8504. The correct answer is letter A, Republic Act 7394. Number 3. What act promulgates policies in prescribing measures for the prevention and control of HIV/AIDS in the Philippines. Letter A, Republic Act 10354. Letter B, Republic Act 8504. Letter C, Republic Act 10175. The correct answer is letter B, Republic Act 8504. Number 4. What act promotes voluntary blood donation to provide sufficient supply of safe blood and to regulate blood banks? Letter A, Republic Act 8504. Letter B, Republic Act 7394. Letter C, Republic Act 7719. The correct answer is letter C, Republic Act 7719. Number 5. What law in the Philippines guarantees universal access to methods on contraception, fertility control, sexual education, and maternal care? Letter A, Republic Act 10354. Letter B, Republic Act 10175. Letter C, Republic Act 7394. The correct answer is letter A, Republic Act 10354. It's amazing to know how you answer it perfectly. Your knowledge on deriving the health-related laws is crucial in understanding this lesson. Always revisit your previous lessons in order to gain additional information on the terms used in this topic. Thank you very much for watching and exploring the different health-related laws. Until next episode from Grade 10 Health. This is your teacher, Gerardo Legaspino Montana from Kapatagan National High School, Laak South District. Bye-bye!
Radyo Z-Eskwela Executive Committee. The School's Division Superintendent, Eufemia T. Gamutin Seso 5. Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel R. Handayan. OIC Curriculum Implementation Division Chief, Karina S. Frasco. School Governance and Operations Division Chief, Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. Members: Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Opeña, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, Dr. Eldecris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinute, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Pabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangit, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medard T. Ampit, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee, Productions and Communications, Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judyland D.U., Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Riwen Manuel, Irene Lea C. Manguhon, and Bessie Aya N. Banians. Social Media and Packaging Team, Christian Anhara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoton, Roberto S. Acosar Jr., May B. Istanyol, Richard H. Arellano, Glee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Arais.
Radio 88.5.
11:26 na po ng umaga mga kazi at tayo'y nagbabalik dito sa ating programa Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Siguradong masaya.
Yes, dito po yan sa inyong paboritong radio station, ang Z-Radio 88.5 FM, ang istasyong Siguradong Lingaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
Yes, Sir Drew.
Yes, natapos na nating i-feature ang second lesson presentation. And that's about grade 10 MAPE. And the topic was health-related laws. And nakasama natin bilang content presenter, isang teacher coming from Kapatagan National High School na si Sir Gerardo L. Montana. Congratulations po, sir, and thank you so much sa inyong presentation.
Yes. So once again, atong ginaauhag no ang atong
Yes.
mga learners to kindly access our attendance o do the attendance. Ang link is nasa atong screen, nakapin sa atong comment box o i-plug pagbalik ni Sir Drew, of course.
Yes, our link for that attendance is https://tinyurl.com/Radyo Z-Eskwela attendance. Again, we are encouraging everyone, most especially the learners across Davao de Oro, na mag-attendance sa tuang link para maapil mo sa ato ang programa.
Yes. Okay, so hopefully sa atong first two lesson presentations, dunay nakatunan ug natubag ang mga kalibog ning atong mga grade 9 o grade 10 nga mga learners no nga nakakaroon sila hang mga tagsa-tagsa ka mga panimalay. So kung doon na kalibog, feel free nga matawagan ang inyong mga subject teachers. Yes, of course, sa nagkadaian ninyo nga tulunghaan kung asa mo naka-enroll. So andam kaayo motubag ang inyong mga ma'am and sir sa kung unsa man ang inyong mga pangutana.
That's right. Importante jud kayo ang communication between the learners and the teachers para mas madali ang atong pagpadangat sa atong mga lesson presentation.
That is right. So, pasalamatan nato atong mga program sponsors sa kanunay daghan kaayong salamat. Metro Gear Construction Corporation,
Man Builders and Development Services Corporation,
Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated,
We In Construction Company,
Narangay Construction and Supply,
Sussex Enterprise,
WM Construction,
Councilor Bugi and Miss Marjorie Vertidazo,
Acon Builders and Supply,
Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
ug daghang salamat Pahati Construction.
Thank
Allow
you so
me to
much.
say hi to my friend from Davao City, to Ma'am Sheila Kilakil. Maing buntag kanimo, Ma'am Sheila.
Hi po, ma'am.
Ay, 11:29 na po. So again, sa mga naka-tune in karon, kung doon na may mga pag-greetings pa shoutout o alang sa uban ninyong mensahe, just feel free po nga mapaabot na sa amoa. Feel free to comment sa atong mga comment boxes alang sa inyong mga mensahe. Ug sa mga naminaw lang through the radio, feel free nga motawag sa ato ang numerong 0943 it's 0953-211-3492. Again, 0953-211-3492.
Okay, again, patuloy pa rin tayo mag-suporta sa atong programang Radyo Z-Eskwela, and ginaawhag namo na maging aktibo sa ato ang cross-line streaming din sa atong social media platform gamit ang Facebook application.
Yes, so sa mga karon sa ato ang Facebook Live, kindly share no kay para mas dali pon makitaan sa uban ninyong mga friends, mas ubay-ubay, mas daghanta nga makatan-aw.
That's right, and it's not only intended for Davao de Oro, kung namin mga amigo din sa mga uban pang mga regions or uban pang mga lugar sa Pilipinas or even international, pwede mo po nato na siya na ma-share kay we're using the English language, some other lesson presentation.
That is right po. Ug sa mga kazinato nga nasa liyong dapit, kung gusto mo nga maging updated sa mga katikaran dinhi sa Bulawanong probinsya sa Davao de Oro, most especially sa mga katikaran sa Department of Education, so pwede ninyo nga i-download kining Z-Radio app. So all you need to do is mo adto sa inyong Google Play or sa Play Store.
That's right. So importante kayo na ma-notify mo sa tanatong programa dinhi sa Z-Radio 88.5.
Okay, so alas 11:30 na po. And kami magbabalik po after this few messages. Just stay tuned.
Z-Radio! 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 Z-Radio!
Z-Radio 88.5. Siguradong lingaw, siguradong kuyaw.
Sugata ang adlaw with a smile. Tune in na sa radio, in alive. Listen na sa man good, listen to the music and it feels so good. Ay gundang ihangtot, mapapuntagan pero lingaw man pot. Sa balay man o trabaho, bisan na sa man ka mo adto. Giving you the best music, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio. Don't stop. Sa Z-Radio, tagaan mong lingaw. Kay giving you the best music and everything, that's what make us proud. So turn your radio up, don't stop. Chillin' while we tune in sa radio. All day, all night, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Bisan o gasa pa kapadulong, sa balay man o trabaho. Giving you the best music and everything, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio.
Ka-Z, usa ka ba ka-techie? Pindot dire, pindot dito. Ang inyong bagong Z-Radio may application na. Mag-download sa Android App Store ug Z-Radio application aron masking asa ka man mo adto, Luzon, Visayas ug Mindanao o masking naka sa Zimbabwe. Makapaminaw ka sa Siguradong Lingaw, Siguradong Kuyaw, Z-Radio 88.5.
Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio.
For Keeps nga Agri-Tips. Ang mga laman loob, hasang, bukog ug uban pang parte sa hilaw nga isda nga ilabayay na pwede pa mapahimuslan. Pwede kini himuong fish amino acid nga usa ka alternatibong organic fertilizer. Kini nga agricul tip hatod kaninyo ni Col Herb Zamora Apsay sa Octaem Agri School.
State of the Province. State of the Province. Mga katikaran, kalambuan, news and current affairs ug uban pang mga nagunang panghitabo sa Davao de Oro Province sa pagdumala ni Governor J.V. Tyrone Uy ilalom sa mas gipakusog nga serbisyong walang iwanan, aksyon agad, oro mismo. Inyong mabati matag adlong Lunes alas 9 hangtod alas 10 sa buntag dinhi lang sa inyong paboritong sibiyahanan ang Siguradong Lingaw, Siguradong Kuyaw, Z-Radio 88.5 FM sa dial sa inyong mga radyo. Busa, paminaw na, mag-SOP na kada Lunes. State of the Province. State of the Province.
Ang buhing grasya, ang pulong sa Dios, mao ang pagkaon sa atong kalag. Ang buhing grasya, duyog, paminaw ug apil sa Santos nga Misa kada Sabado, alas 6 hangtod alas 7:30 sa gabi, diri lang sa Z-Radio 88.5.
One station, all the hits.
Z-Radio 88.5.
Sabay-sabay na babangon, sama-samang makapipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan ng katuon para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ng iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Muslim, Kristiyano, katutubo, isang hanggarin san patungo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa'yo.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ng iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo.
Isang alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan, sa bawat oras at panahon, magpakailanman. Hangat palagi ng ating paaralan ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat sabay-sabay,
Pagkakaisa ay may lakas. Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face to face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ng iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo.
magbayanihan na, magbayanihan na, bayanihan, pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian. Tatag at tibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigisin, lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa, sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, sa na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Ikaw ako, tayong lahat, hawak kamay, sabay-sabay, kapit bisig, buong bayan. Tara na, kumilos na. Tulong-tulong sa pagsulong, hatid na kalidad sa edukasyon. Sa kabataan, saya at dunong, buong madla sabay na aahon. Panahon na naman ng brigada, sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Di mo alintana mga batikos at pangungutya, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ika'y di sumusuko, lumalaban at nangangako, maihatid pa rin ang serbisyong totoo. Para sa kabataan, ginagawa ang lahat, maibigay lang ang edukasyong karapat-dapat. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo, sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Ika'y pinangungunahan ng isang superwoman, walang iba, Madam Leonor Briones lang naman. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, dedikasyon sa trabaho, pagmamahal ng isang ina, nararamdaman ko. Ikaw ang humuhubog sa aming kinabukasan, laging inuuna ang kapakanan ng kabataan. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo, sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo.
Laging handa. Laging handa. Baha, tagtuyot, sunog, lindol, bagyo, mga kalamidad na likas sa ating mundo. Napapahamak ang buhay at kabuhayan, kaya naman kailangan ng paghandaan.
Maging handa, maging alerto, tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Maging handa, maging alerto. Tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
Suriin mo mabuti ang iyong kapaligiran. Saan ka ba nakatira? Diyan ba ay bumabaha? Tuwing gamot pagkain, kumot pang sindi, first aid kit. Mga gamit panligtas ng buhay dapat mabitbit. At sakaling lumindol o sumabog ang bulkan, meron bang matagdaanan palayo sa kasawian? Panahon na ay malupit at ang hangin hagupit. Mabuti na lang na tayo ay laging nakahanda.
Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Education with the support of World Vision Development Foundation.
Z Radio 88.5.
Check your time mga kazi, it's already 11:49 ng umaga. Again, alas 11:49 na sa buntag. Og time check sa tud gihapon kanato ni Vice Governor Maria Carmen Zamora.
Ayan, so we're down to our next episode or next hour na naman tayo sa ating lesson presentation din sa atong programang Radyo Z-Eskwela, and kami ay mamamaalam na for this time.
Yes, so abangan niyo po susunod na si Sir JL and Ma'am Donna, ang team Judo. Judy.
And they will be featuring the Hope 1, which is Health Optimizing Physical Education Grade 11, and also for the Grade 12 mapping with the topic of cheer dance.
Yes, so just keep your messages coming in pa rin po para sa inyo mga pa-shoutout and pa-greetings. So once again, atong ginapahinumduman ang atong mga content presenters with the material developer, especially for next week, to kindly submit your material on time po during your schedule kay para ma-check pa sa ato ang mga editors, sa ato ang social media and packaging team.
That's right. And patuloy din tayong i-share ang lahat ng ating mga lesson presentation, and of course, i-share din ang ating mga FB pages para mas magkadugay, mas magkadaghan ang ato ang mapahatagan og mga lesson presentation para sa atong programa.
That is right po. And if you missed this episode, guys, mga kazi, dili lang mag-uutungod, doon na nakita YouTube channel, diin atong gina-upload dito, no? Ang atong mga na-aired ng mga episodes, mga lesson presentations. Okay, so all you need to do is to search for our YouTube channel nga Radyo Z-Eskwela DDO. And please do like our videos, mga kazi, o hit the subscribe button po para ma-notify mo kung doon na tayo mga bagong videos nga to ang i-upload.
That's right. And of course, para ma-uptick jud mo na part jud mo sa to ang programa, so we are encouraging all the learners na mag-attendance sa to ang attendance link na naka-pin sa atong mga comment boxes and naka-flash sa atong FB screen.
Yes, 11:52 na po. Allow me to say hi sa mga kaubanan ako diha, to Sir Janel Papa, Ma'am Ingrid Cortez, to Ma'am Feby Cubio, ayan, to Ma'am Jeneline Tayone. Hello po sa inyo dyan. And kang Kuya Arman, kang Kuya Ayan, and kang Ivan. Ayan, hello po sa inyo sa mga on duty karon. Good morning mga teachers.
And also to my co-teachers sa Tumura National High School na Team A na naka-skeletal workforce dyan. And also sa akong mga higala na si Ma'am Marivic Yang, Sir Nilmar Corpus, Ma'am Giselle Cartoneros, Ma'am Cristal de Santos, Ma'am Lina Batino, and Ma'am Robilyn Alborato.
Okay, so kami magpapaalam na po. Maraming thank you for being with us today, mga kazi. Catch us on Sunday, no? Magbabalik kami ni Sir Drew on Sunday. Pero ang atong programa, mabati og matanaw ninyo adlong tanan, sugod adlong Lunes, taman adlong Domingo.
That's right.
Alas 10 sa buntag, taman alas 2 sa hapon. Only here po sa inyong paboritong radio station, ang Z-Radio 88.5 FM. Ang istasyong Siguradong Lingaw.
Siguradong kuya.
Yes, ito pa rin ang inyong paboritong programa, mga kazi, ang Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Siguradong masaya.
And once again, ang atong programa hatod ka nato sa DepEd Division of Davao de Oro in partnership with the Z-Radio 88.5 FM. And yes, this has been Ma'am Maymay Resma.
And I'm Sir Drew Manuel.
Dagang salamat, mga kazi, ang pingat sa kanunay.
Dalagon ang Diyos.
Hoy, tara, magklase na ta! Tara, tara! Sige, sige! Let's go!
Kunin na ang radyo, hanapin ang Z-Radio. Halika na at makinig, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhan bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela. Umulan man umaraw, edukasyo'y susulong. Kaya halika na, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhang bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Handog ng DepEd Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya!
Let's go!
Z-Radio 88.5 FM in partnership with the DepEd Division Office of Davao de Oro presents the Radyo Z-Eskwela program, a radio-based instruction that will cater learners in the entire province of Davao de Oro. Division Executive Committee headed by the Schools Division Superintendent Eufemia T. Gamutin, CESO 5, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Febig A. L. Refamonte, CPA, Curriculum Implementation Division Chief Dr. Josie T. Bolifer, and School Governance and Operations Division Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. Members: Karina S. Frasco, Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Openia, Dr. Arlene B. Lin, Dr. Eldicris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinuti, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Fabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangi, Curly Ringo, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medar T. Ampit, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee for Production and Communications: Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judiland T. U, Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Irene Lea C. Mangohon, and Bessie Aya N. Banyes. Social Media and Packaging Team: Christian Anhara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoto, Roberto S. Acusar Jr., May B. Istaniol, Richard H. Arellano, Glee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Arais. The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Tingog Party List, Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Niche Construction and Supply, Mabanglo Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Kanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, V-Ing Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Bertodazo, Apex Mining Company Incorporated, and Icon Builders and Supply.
Nagasilya gikan sa Bulawanong probinsya sa Davao de Oro. Kini ang Siguradong Lingaw. Siguradong Kuyaw. 88.5 Z-Radio.
This is Z Radio 88.5.
Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Di mo alintana mga batikos at pangungutya, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ika'y di sumusuko, lumalaban at nangangako, maihati pa rin ang serbisyong totoo. Para sa kabataan, ginagawa ang lahat, maibigay lang ang edukasyong karapat-dapat. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Ika'y pinangungunahan ng isang superwoman, walang iba, Madam Leonor Briones lang naman. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, dedikasyon sa trabaho, pagmamahal ng isang ina, nararamdaman ko. Ikaw ang humuhubog sa aming kinabukasan, laging inuuna ang kapakanan ng kabataan. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo.
Laging handa. Laging handa. Bahatag tuyot, sunog, lindol, bagyo, mga kalamidad na likas sa ating mundo. Napapahamak ang buhay at kabuhayan, kaya naman kailangan ngang paghandaan.
Maging handa, maging alerto, tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Laging handa. Di inaasahang oras.
Kaya naman hindi na dapat hintayin. Unahan na habang di pa natataranta.
Maging handa, maging alerto. Tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat nang maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat nang maging laging handa.
Suriin mo mabuti ang iyong kapaligiran. Saan ka ba nakatira? Diyan ba ay bumabaha? Tuwing gamot pagkain, tumot pang sindi, first aid kit. Mga gamit panligtas ng buhay dapat mabitbit. At sakaling lumindol o sumabog ang bungka, meron bang matagdaanan palayo sa kasawian? Panahon na ay malupit at ang hangin hagupit. Mabuti na lang na tayo ay laging nakahanda.
Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat nang maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat nang maging laging handa.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Education with the support of World Vision Development Foundation.
Hoy, tara, magklase na ta! Tara, tara! Sige, sige! Let's go!
Kunin na ang radyo, hanapin ang Z-Radio. Halika na at makinig, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhan bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela. Umulan man umaraw, edukasyo'y susulong. Kaya halika na, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhang bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Handog ng DepEd Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya!
Let's go!
Isang magandang araw po ng Wednesday mga ka-Z-Eskwela. Welcome to the second half of today's edition of Radio Z-Eskwela. Ito po si Teacher JL. Oras natin 6 minutes after 12 o'clock. Oras atid sa atin ng Nueva Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated. Also brought to us by Maverick Builders Incorporated. Makauban niyo si Teacher JL hantod alas 2 sa hapon o makauban po niyo si Teacher Donna karong hapuna. Teacher Donna, good noon.
Yes, one beautiful good afternoon mga kaskwela and Teacher JL. And welcome dito lang sa ating programang Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya.
Yes, long time no see.
Oo, parang ang tagal, no? Pero nagkita tayo nung Saturday, no ka ba?
Nagkita ba na tayo nung Saturday? Okay, anyway, mga ka-Z-Eskwela, inyo pong natungayan kanina ang dalawang lesson presentations natin with Ma'am Maymay or Teacher Maymay and Teacher Drew. Right, we had grade 9 MAPE and grade 10 MAPE kanina. Right, but what about for the second half, Teacher Donna?
Yes, for the second half of our program ngayon, it's a maperific day po mga kaskwela dahil pag-uusapan natin for our grade 11 health optimizing physical education ang fit goals to achieve health-related fitness na ibabahagi sa atin na our very own education program supervisor in MAPE, Dr. Dexter A. Sikinya.
Aba, iba.
Yes, kaabang-abang.
Oh, okay. Well, for our final hour mga ka-Z-Eskwela, we will have cheer dance or cheer dancing as our topic, and that's gonna be presented to us by Sir Charlie G. Gayonda Jr. of Attorney Orlando S. Rimando National High School, and of course that's gonna be grade 12 MAPE, right? Ganda ng mga topics natin for this afternoon, ka-Z-Eskwela. And naka-live po tayo sa tatlong Facebook pages natin, Teacher Donna.
Yes, no? So you can send us your comments, your greetings, and suggestions at our Facebook Live at Radyo Z-Radio 88.5, DepEd tayo Division of Davao de Oro, and Radyo Z-Eskwela, DepEd Davao de Oro official Facebook pages.
Right, and of course, you can text us at 0953-211-3492. That's again, 0953-211-3492. Makauban ninyo ang tambalan Teacher JL o Teacher Donna hantod alas 2 sa hapon. So duha ta ka oras nga magkauban mga ka-Z-Eskwela. Okay, so it's time for us to begin our third lesson presentation for today's edition of Radio Z-Eskwela. Again, we have Health Optimizing Physical Education for grade 11. Topic is all about fit goals to achieve health-related fitness. That's gonna be presented to us by our education program supervisor himself, Dr. Dexter E.A. Sikinya, right? And of course, make your day a maperific day with this fun and exciting Wellness Day to further explore the secrets of health and fitness. Kaya Teacher Donna,
tara na, magklase na ta.
Afternoon, grade 11 students. How are you today? Welcome to our physical education class. I am Teacher Dexter Aligarbe Sikinya from the school's division office, your education program supervisor in MAPE. This afternoon, we will explore our lesson for the subject Health Optimizing Physical Education 1, Quarter 2, Module 4. What activities make up your day? Do you have time to be active? Are you particular of the food you are eating every day? Today's pandemic makes us realize how important is our health. Yes, our daily household chores and activities. And the food we intake can either make us healthier or it can even put us at risk even at a young age. Regardless of the type of activity we do, you will most likely gain flexibility and, of course, improve your heart rate to a certain level. Physical fitness activity can be moderate or vigorous. Depending on the type of household activities you are doing, there are organizations that have advocacies to help us stay fit while staying at home. Please use your module, your notebook, and pen all throughout the discussion so you can take down notes, learning, and as well as questions for clarifications. Shall we start grade 11 learners? Okay, let's begin. Our topic is on FITT goals to achieve health-related fitness or HRF. At the end of this episode, you are expected to apply what you've learned about HRF and FITT to improve your physical well-being. Determine what activities would suit you depending on what aspect of health you are trying to improve. And encourage improvement of physical health using your knowledge about FITT and HRF. Lesson 1. Applying FITT on our household daily routines. As we start exploring this week's lesson, let us first have the pre-assessment so that we will know how far is your knowledge about this topic. Please get your Hope 1 Quarter 2 Module 4 and answer the activity. What I know on page 2. Answer the following on a separate sheet of paper. I will give you exact time to answer the questions. Are you ready? Very good. Let's begin.
Instruction. Read the following statements carefully and write the word yes on the space provided before the number of the statements that apply to you, while leave it blank if it doesn't. Read the following statements carefully and write the word yes on the space provided before the number of the statements that apply to you, while leave it blank if it doesn't. Number 1. I engage in physical activities for at least 30 minutes several days a week. Again. Number 1. I engage in physical activities for at least 30 minutes several days a week. Number 2 statement. I engage in physical activities that challenge my heart rate. Again. Number 2 statement. I engage in physical activities that challenge my heart rate. Third statement. I spend quality time with family, friends, and others in my social circle. Again. Third statement. I spend quality time with family, friends, and others in my social circle. The fourth statement is I always find time to do leisure activities. Again, the fourth statement is, I always find time to do leisure activities. Number 5. I do warm-up, stretching, and cool-down exercises. Number 5. I do warm-up, stretching, and cool-down exercises. Next number. Number 6. I do not stress myself about schoolwork deadlines. Number 6. I do not stress myself about schoolwork deadlines. Number 7. I take care of the environment by doing small deeds such as throwing my trash into the trash bin. Again, number 7. I take care of the environment by doing small deeds such as throwing my trash into the trash bin. Let's proceed to number 8. I assess my physical fitness level and my participation in physical activities. Question number 8. I assess my physical fitness level and my participation in physical activities. Number 9. I try to eat vegetables and fruits as much as I can. Number 9. I try to eat vegetables and fruits as much as I can. Last number. Number 10. I have assigned tasks to do household chores. Again. Number 10. I have assigned tasks to do household chores.
Are you done? Then, let's check your answer. Count the number of yes to know your healthy lifestyle assessment rating. Excellent for 9 to 10. Good for 7 to 8. Fair for 4 to 6. And needs improvement for 0 to 3. For today's lesson, we have a lot of activities. This is just a reminder to everyone that before engaging to our activity, please practice precautionary measures to avoid accident or injury while performing the different activities. Please turn your module to page 7 and please answer the activity, What's in? Activity number 1. It's warm you up. The objective of this activity is to prepare yourself for physical activity using general or sports-specific warm-up exercises. Procedure. Choose a partner. Could either be a member of the family or a friend. Do light jogging around your house for gradual elevation of your heart rate. Then, stretch your legs, arms, and back for several minutes. Note, the time allotted to properly warm up your body can spell the difference between performing well and getting yourself injured. Spend around 5 to 10 minutes on warm-up routine. Execute either general warm-up exercise like jogging, jumping jacks, and body twisting, or sports-specific warm-up exercises. Please note that it is very important to perform a proper warm-up before any type of physical activity. The purpose of a warm-up is to prevent injury by increasing the body's core and muscle temperature. A good warm-up should also increase range of motion and mentally prepare you for exercise. Warm-up should be specific to the type of exercise you are doing, but it should be a full body warm-up even if you only plan to work out a few muscle groups.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
Let's proceed to the next activity. What's new? Activity 2, entitled I Love My Weight. The objective of this activity is to differentiate healthy and unhealthy eating practices. Please get on your checklist notebook and your pen. And of course, our procedure in doing the activity are the following. Put a check mark on the practices that show healthy habit and X mark for unhealthy. Explain your answer briefly. Discuss it with the members of the family. The food you eat can affect your health and your risk for certain diseases. To eat healthier food, you may need to change some of your daily habits. You also may need to change some things in your environment. Your environment includes everything around you, like your home or the place you work. Open your module on page 8 and let's try to answer the activity. What's it? Activity number 3. My daily routine. This activity will determine possible times during the day when you can be more active. The objective? To discuss opportunities of becoming more active based on your daily routine. And again, the materials of this activity are your activity notebook and your pen. Procedures are: work with sibling or any member of the family. In your activity log, fill up the table below on how much time you spent doing these household activities. Use your activity notebook. Focus on the following. How long do you spend on activities that make you move a lot? When are the best times and days for you to be more active? Share your ideas to the members of the family. What do you feel while doing the activity? Do you have realization? Are you busy doing active or passive activities? Do you have free time in a week? Open your module on page 6 and let's try to answer the activity, What I Can Do. Activity number 4, home-based weekend camping. Do you love camping? In this activity, you commit to develop fitness for the whole family. You will be the one to lead them and given the opportunity to maximize your knowledge and skills together with the understanding that you have learned in doing active activities. The objectives are to show appreciation of the value of physical activities to improve physical fitness, to realize the advocacy project on the value of active participation in physical activities during the home-based weekend camp. The materials are the following: activity notebook, a pen, a photo album, sample budget proposal for the activity, and schedule of activities or matrix. Procedures: extend your fitness commitment to your family. Take note of the details of the home-based weekend camping. Lesson 2: improving your health through HRF components. At the end of the lesson, the learners are expected to determine the resting heart rate, maximum heart rate, and can assess the performance in the different fitness tests. Activity number 1. Listen to your heart. Most of the physical activities and exercises involve the heart and the lungs. It is therefore necessary to monitor how your heart is doing, especially during the vigorous workout. Objective: to determine your resting heart rate and the maximum heart rate. Materials are the following: activity notebook and a pen, a clock or stopwatch, and a calculator. Procedure: get your resting heart rate, and the purpose is to set the base or standard for evaluation purposes. Directions: the best time to get the resting heart rate is when you wake up in the morning. Locate your radial, temporal, femoral, or carotid artery with your index and middle finger. Do it in 1 minute. Keep records. Get your maximum heart rate or the MHR. The purpose, of course, is to determine the highest rate your heart is capable of attaining. Directions. Subtract your age from 220. Remember, 220 is constant. Example, if you are 16 years old and your maximum heart rate is 220, then 220 minus 16 is equals to 204 BPM. Get your target heart rate zone. The purpose is to determine your aerobic intensity according to a straight percentage of your MHR. Usually, it's 60 to 90%. Directions. Get the MHR, multiply it by 60% or 0.60 to get the lower limit. Multiply by 90% or 0.90 to get the upper limit. Record your target heart rate zone. Example, if you are 16 years old, your MHR is 204 BPM. Determine now the lower limit. How to do it? It's very simple. 204 times 0.6 is equals to 122.4 beats per minute. That is, of course, for the lower limit. And how to determine the upper limit? 204 times 0.9 is equals to 183.6 beats per minute. That is for your upper limit. Thus, your target heart rate for training is between 122.4 to 183.6 beats per minute. What did you notice about your heart rates? Do you think it is necessary to learn how to estimate these types of heart rate? And why? Influencing your family, community, and society in general to actively engage themselves in physical fitness can motivate others to do the same. Doing household chores and keep ourselves in motion, our body can benefit so much. Regardless of age, gender, and social status, health is the most important. Using our FITT formula, we can calibrate our fitness programs that is suited to our age. The activities that are found in this module can help you manage your health activity. Getting our resting heart rate before fitness activity can help us monitor and knowing our target heart rate. We can personally identify ourselves the status of our health. I hope you performed well. For further clarifications, you may refer and contact your subject teachers. Congratulations, grade 11 learners! You really did listen and understand this week's lesson. There are a lot of activities and assessment in your modules. Finish the task and seek help for clarifications from your subject teacher. Indeed, today is a meaningful learning experience for our subject in Health Optimizing Physical Education 1. By doing physical activities, it is very essential for our well-being during this COVID-19 pandemic. Exercise is important because it can reduce stress, prevent from weight gain, boosts the immune system, and improve sleep. The school's division of Davao de Oro continues to deliver quality basic education in this new normal. Again, I am Teacher Dexter Aligarbe Sequinia, your Education Program Supervisor in Music, Arts, PE, and Health. Good afternoon. Bye-bye.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
Sugata ang adlaw with a smile. Tune in na sa radio, in alive. Bisan na sa man good, listen to the music and it feels so good. Ay gundang ihangtod, di papuntagan pero lingaw man pod. Sa balay man o trabaho, bisan na sa man ka muadto. Giving you the best music, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio. Don't stop. Sa Z-Radio, tagaan mo glingaw. Kay giving you the best music and everything, that's what make us proud. So turn your radio up, don't stop. Chillin' while tune in sa radio. All day, all night, dito yun lang sa Z-Radio. Bisan o ka sa pakapadulong, sa balay man o trabaho. Giving you the best music and everything, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio. Kay ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa
sabay na babangon, sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipakipigil sa pagsulong sa kinabukasan na katuon, para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Balik eskwela na naman, isa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Kristiyano at katutubo, isang hanggarin saan patungo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa'yo.
Balik eskwela na naman, isa puso ang kahandaan, handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong
Isang alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan, sa bawat oras at panahon, magpakailanman. Hangat palagi ng ating paaralan, ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat, sabay-sabay,
pagkakaisa ay may lakas. Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ang cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Di mo alintana mga batikos at pangungutya, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ika'y di sumusuko, lumalaban at nangangako, maihatid pa rin ang serbisyong totoo. Para sa kabataan, ginagawa ang lahat, maibigay lang ang edukasyong karapat-dapat. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo, sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong ka
isang superwoman. Walang iba, Madam Leonor Briones lang naman. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, dedikasyon sa trabaho, pagmamahal ng isang ina, nararamdaman ko. Ikaw ang humuhubog sa aming kinabukasan. Laging inuuna ang kapakanan ng kabataan. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo.
Laging handa. Laging handa. Bahatag tuyot, sunog, lindol, bagyo, mga kalamidad na likas sa ating mundo. Napapahamak ang buhay at kabuhayan, kaya naman kailangan ng paghandaan.
Maging handa, maging alerto, tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Laging handa.
Kalamidad ay maaasahang darating.
Sa di inaasahang oras,
Kaya naman hindi na dapat hintayin. Unahan na habang di pa natataranta.
maging handa, maging alerto, tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
Suriin mo mabuti ang iyong kapaligiran. Saan ka pa nakatira? Diyan ba ay bumabaha? Tuwing gamot pagkain, kumot pang sindi, first aid kit, mga gamit panligtas ng buhay dapat mabitbit. At sakaling lumindol o sumabog ang bulkan, meron bang matagdaanan palayo sa kasawian? Panahon na ay malupit at ang hangin hagupit. Mabuti na lang na tayo ay laging nakahanda.
Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Education with the support of World Vision Development Foundation.
Magbayanihan na, magbayanihan na, bayanihan, pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian, nagtagatibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Ikaw ako, tayong lahat, hawak kamay, sabay-sabay, kapit-bisig, buong bayan. Tara na, kumilos na. Tulong-tulong sa pagsulong, hatid na kalidad sa edukasyon. Sa kabataan, saya at dunong, buong madla sabay na aahon. Panahon na naman ng brigada, pagbigisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, magbayanihan na. Sabay-sabayhan na.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Tingog Party List, Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Mabanglo Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Kanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We-Ing Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Bertodazo, Apex Mining Company Incorporated, and Icon Builders and Supply.
Hoy, tara, magklase na ta! Tara, tara! Sige, sige! Let's go!
Kunin na ang radyo, hanapin ang Z-Radio. Halika na at makinig, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhan bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela. Umulan man umaraw, ganun ka siya'y susulong. Kaya, halika na, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhang bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Handog ng DepEd Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya!
Let's go!
You're still tuning in to 88.5 FM Z Radio, Siguradong Lingaw.
Siguradong Kuyaw.
Oras natin mga ka-Z-Eskwela, 7 minutes to go before hitting the hour of 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Time check is brought to us by Mackenzie Builders and GP&H Construction Incorporated. Kaubang gyapon niyo ang tambalang Teacher JL.
And this is Teacher Donna.
We are still on our third hour mga ka-Z-Eskwela, and we are approaching our final hour for today's edition of Radyo Z-Eskwela. And of course, niyo po natong hayan ang lesson presentation na binigay sa atin kanina ni Sir Dexter A. Sikinya, ang ating very own education program supervisor sa MAPE. That's Health Optimizing Physical Education for grade 11. That's FIT goals to achieve health-related fitness. Galing sir, no?
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Sana all ganun kagaling. Okay. Alright, oras natin 12:54 mga ka-Z-Eskwela. And Teacher Donna, may babatiin lang tayo ng mga listeners natin, viewers natin ngayon. Especially si Sir Rene Lerita Obeja. Sabi niya, wala na mo present nangunay na jud ka, Sir Dexter Sikinya. Congratulations. And we're saying hello also to Sir Ali Dawami and Ma'am Carmelita Tarepe. Ayan, dagan salamat sa papaminaw. And also, we're saying hello to the people of Mipang Elementary School. Dagan salamat sa papaminaw. Si Ma'am Nympha Agad Polinar Mesias. Dagan salamat sa papaminaw. Okay, you can do the same too, guys. Number natin, 0953-211-3492. That's again, 0953-211-3492. Og naka-live gihapon ta karon sa atong tulo ka Facebook pages, Teacher Donna.
Yes, live po tayo sa Z Radio 88.5, DepEd tayo Division of Davao de Oro, and Radyo Z-Eskwela DepEd Davao de Oro official Facebook pages. And Teacher JL, meron tayong attendance link na nakapin dyan sa ating comment box, so naka-flash dyan. So please sa ating mga learners, no, so do not forget to click the link at dun po kayo mag-attendance.
Okay, Teacher Donna, ganahan ba cheer dancing?
Yes, pero hindi pa ako na-experience na na-live. Tagdala ako ng mga props. Yes.
Okay. Okay, you dreamed of becoming a cheerleader. Parang ganon. Okay.
Pwede hindi. Okay lang.
Sir Jem? Hadi ka doon si Sir Jem. Okay, anyway, for you guys na gustong-gusto maging cheer dancer, ito na yung lesson para sa inyo, Teacher Donna.
Yes, pag-uusapan natin yan ngayon sa ating grade 12 MAPE na ipabahagi sa atin ni Sir Charlie G. Cayondo Jr. From Attorney Orlando S. Romando National High School, at pag-uusapan natin ang cheer dancing.
Ang topic niyan. Halina, Teacher Donna.
Kaya, make your day a MAPerific day with this fun and exciting wellness day to further explore the secrets of health and fitness. Kaya Teacher JL, tara na, magklase na ta.
Afternoon to our beloved televiewers and grade 12 students of Davao de Oro. This is Charlie Galo Cayunda from Attorney Orlando S. Romando National High School, Maco North District. Are you ready to learn about cheer dance? I know that this is the most awaited subject that will give you new learning and discoveries. So, just sit back, listen, learn, and relax, for we are about to start our fun and exciting class today. Before we will start, let me ask you, what is cheer dance? Hurry up! Tell me your answer right now. Amazing! That's great! Our topic will be very easy for you today. In this episode, you will learn one dance offered in K-12 curriculum in Health Optimizing Physical Education 3, which is cheer dance. Cheer dance is coined from the words cheer and dance. To cheer is to shout out words or phrases that may help motivate and boost the morale of playing team and perform better during a game. While to dance is a physical activity where one expresses emotions gestures while performing bodily movements, usually in time and rhythm. Do you know the difference between cheerleading and cheer dancing? Right. Cheerleading is the performance of a routine, usually dominated by a gymnastic skills such as jumps, tumbling skills, lifts, and tosses, combined with shouting of cheers and yells to lead the crowd to cheer for a certain team during a game or sports. Therefore, cheer dancing is rooted from cheerleading. How did cheer dancing start? Amazing! That's great! In the late 1880s, the first organized recorded yell, done in a locomotive style, was performed in an American campus and was first seen and heard during a college football game. Cheerleading history is linked closely to the United States history of sports, its sporting venues. The following are the year and event history of cheer dance. 1870s, the first pep club was established at Princeton University. In 1900s, usage of megaphone was being popular. The first cheerleading fraternity was organized. 1920s, women became active in cheerleading. The University of Minnesota cheerleaders began to incorporate gymnastics and tumblings into their cheer. 1930s, universities and high schools began performing pom-pom routines and using paper pom-poms. 1940s, the first cheerleading company was formed by Lawrence R. Herkimer of Dallas, Texas. Do you know who is the grandfather of modern cheerleading? Amazing! That's great! Lawrence R. Herkimer is the grandfather of modern cheerleading. 1988 to 1994, cheerleading introduces the different countries such as Japan, United Kingdom, Austria, France, Iceland, Chile, etc. by the Universal Cheerleaders Association. 2008, the IASF or International All-Star Federation continued to host the World Cheerleading Championship. Can you guess the 3 essentials of cheer dancing? That's great! The 3 essentials of cheer dancing are arm and hand movement, leg and feet position, and jumps. Now, we are going to enumerate the 18 arm and hand movement of cheer dance. 1. Bucket. Arms are straight with fists facing down as of holding the handle of a bucket in each hand. For example, Two, candlestick. Arms are straight with fists facing each other as if they were holding a lit candle in each hand. For example, 3. Blade arms are straight and sideways, open palm, and fist facing down, and fingers must stick together. For example, 4. Jazz hands. Open palm, fingers are spread out, For example, 5. Clap. Strike palms together in front of the chest. For example, 6. Clasp. Clasp hands together in front of the chest. For example, 7. T motion. Both arms are extended sideways, parallel to the ground. For example, 8. Half T. Both arms are parallel to the ground and both elbows are bent. For example, 9. Touchdown arms are stretched out in upward position, closed fist facing in. For example, 10. K motion. One arm is raised upward while the other arm positioned downward across the opposite side. For example, 11. Checkmark. One arm is raised diagonally upward, then the other arm elbow is bent and pointing downward. For example, 12. Overhead clasped arms are extended upward, clasped hands together. For example, 13. Punch. Raised one arm overhead with closed fists. For example, 14. Dagger. Both arms are bent, clenched fist, facing each other, parallel to the shoulders. For example, 15. Box. Both arms are bent, clenched fist, facing each other, elbows are on shoulder level. For example, 16. L motion. One is raised upward, the other arm is raised on the side in shoulder level. For example, 17. Diagonal. One arm is raised diagonally upward, while the other arm positioned diagonally downward. For example, 18. High V. Both arms are raised diagonally upward, forming V. For example, 'Now, let us recall the 18 arm and hand movement of cheer dancing and execute it one by one. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Bucket. Candlestick. Blade. Jazz hands. Club. Clasp. T motion. Half T. Touchdown. K motion. Check mark. Overhead clasp. Punch. Dagger. Box. L motion. diagonal, and high V.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
And now, let us proceed to the 4 essentials of leg and feet position of chair dancing. Are you ready? Okay, let's start with the first arm and leg position. The beginning stance. Stand straight with both feet close together. For example, second, chair stance. Stand straight with feet apart. For example, third, side lunge. One leg is bent while the other leg is extended. For example, fourth, kneel. Body is supported by the knees. For example, now, let us recall the 4 leg and feet position of chair dancing and execute it one by one. Are you guys ready? Okay, let's start with the beginning stance, followed by the chair stance, the side lunge, and lastly, the kneel. Very good. That's great. Let us now proceed to the last essentials of chair dancing, the jumps. One, tuck jump. As you jump, bring knees closer to the chest. Keep knees together. For example, 2, spread eagle. As you jump, arms and legs are extended open wide. For example, 3, double hook. As you jump, both knees are bent sideways. For example, 4, toe touch, also known as straddle jump. As you jump, legs are open and parallel to the ground. For example, 5, front hurdler. Bring straight leg up to chest and between the arms. Back knee points towards the ground. Land with feet together at the same time. For example, 6, side hurdler. As you jump, One leg is bent, knee is facing forward, while the other leg goes straight up. For example, seven, high jump. Keep head up and bring legs to arms, arms parallel to the ground. For example, tumblings. The act, practice, or art of performing acrobatic tumbles, usually on a mat or the ground. Are you ready to learn the basic tumblings of cheer dancing? 1. Forward roll. Squat down with hands on the ground. Then, tuck head in with chin down. Roll onto upper back and rotate onto feet while continuing to standing position. Like this. 2. Backward roll. From a standing position, squat down, continuing to a sitting position with hands placed close to ears and palm facing up. Roll backward while placing the weight of the body on both feet. Continue through a squat position. Like this. 3. Cartwheel. With one foot in front, stand on one foot and lean down until both hands are on the ground. Transfer weight from one hand to the other while driving legs above and over the body. Place one leg on the ground and continue through standing position. Like this. 4. Round off. From a standing position, with one foot in front, transfer weight to hands while driving legs above over the body. Bring the legs together in handstand position. Follow by snapping down the legs and finishing with a quarter turn, ending up facing the opposite direction and continue through a standing position. Like this. Do you know the two genres of dance in cheer dancing? Can you guess what are those? Very good! That's correct. The two genres of dance in cheer dancing are hip-hop and jazz classical dances. Hip-hop refers to street dance styles primarily performed to hip-hop music or that have evolved as part of the hip-hop culture. There are 4 basic steps. 1. Bounce. 2. Groove. 3. Pump. 4. Lock. Jazz, classical dance, is an umbrella term that can refer to several related dance styles.
The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Hanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, We Inc. Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertodazo, Icon Builders and Supply, and Apex Mining Company Incorporated.
And now, I will show you a sample video of a cheer dance competition. All you need to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Did you enjoy the video? That's good. You have already learned the history and the essentials of cheer dancing. Now, it's your time to shine because you are going to create your own video and perform the 3 essentials of cheer dancing and submit it to your teacher for your graded performance task. That's it for Health Optimizing Physical Education 3. I hope you learned a lot and remember everything in our class today. Just keep discovering new things and continue learning in our new normal way. Only here in Z-Eskwela, Davao de Oro. This is your teacher, Sir Charlie Galo Cayunda Jr. from Attorney Orlando, S. Remando National High School, Maco North District, saying, keep on believing and continue learning. Have a great day, everyone!
Radyo Z-Eskwela Executive Committee, the school's Division Superintendent, Eufemia T. Gamutin Sasu 5, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Romel R. Handayan, OIC Curriculum Implementation Division Chief, Karina S. Frasco, School Governance and Operations Division Chief, Dr. Ruben J. Riponte, Members, Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Opeña, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, Dr. Elvicris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinute, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Pabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangi, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medard T. Ampin, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee, Productions and Communications, Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judyland D. Yu, Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Riven Manuel, Irene Lea C. Manguhon, and Bessie Aya N. Banias. Social Media and Packaging Team, Christian and Hara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoton, Roberto S. Acusar Jr., May B. Istanyol, Richard H. Arellano, Lee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Arais.
Sugata ang adlaw with a smile. Tune in na sa radio, in alive. Bisan na sa man good, listen to the music and it feels so good. Ay gandang ihangtod, mapapuntagan pero lingaw man pod. Sa balay man o trabaho, bisan na sa man ka mo adto. Giving you the best music, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kahit ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kahit ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pagsibya, Z-Radio. Don't stop. Sa Z-Radio, tagaan mong lingaw. Kay giving you the best music and everything, that's what make us proud. So turn your radio up, don't stop. Chillin' while tune in sa radio. All day, all night, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Bisan o ka sa pakapadulong, sa balay man o trabaho. Giving you the best music and everything, diri lang sa Z-Radio. Kahit ang adlaw siguradong lingaw, dili magpaulahi kay siguradong tuyaw. Para sa Bulawanon na probinsya, Z-Radio. Sa Bulawanon na pasilya, Z-Radio. Kahit ang
Mga isyu ug katikaran sa barangay. Idol ko sikap. Mga kasulbaran sa mga problemang pambarangay. Idol ko sikap. Paminaw kada Biyernes alas 8 hangtod alas 9 sa buntag. Diri lang sa Z Radio 88.5. Siguradong lingaw, siguradong kuyaw. Idol ko sikap. Ang buhing grasya, ang pulong sa Dios, mao ang pagkaon sa atong kalag. Ang buhing grasya, duyog, paminaw ug apil sa Santos nga misa kada Sabado, alas 6 hangtod alas 7:30 sa gabi, diri lang sa Z Radio 88.5. Mga legal nga hisgutanan, Panyero de Oro, tagaan ug pagtagad sa programang Panyero de Oro. Paminaw kada Miyerkules alas 8 hangtod alas 9 sa buntag. Panyero de Oro, dili lamang sa Z Radio 88.5. Siguradong lingaw, siguradong kuyaw. You got it. Panyero de Oro. Nagasipya gikan sa Bulawanong probinsya sa Davao de Oro. Davao de Oro. Kini ang siguradong lingaw, siguradong kuyaw. 88.5 Z Radio.
This is Z Radio 88.5.
Sabay-sabay na babangon, sama-samang ahon, ihanda ang sarili sa hamon. Ipakipigil sa pagsulong, sa kinabukasan na katuon, para sa di kalidad na edukasyon.
Eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ng cellphone at radio base. Yakapin ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong mundo. Kristiyano at katutubo, isang hanggarin saan patungo. Ipagpatuloy pag-aaral mo, tagumpay ay naghihintay sa'yo.
Balik eskwela na naman, sa puso ang kahandaan. Handang isip, handa bukas, sa pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ng cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong normal, sa bagong
Isang alang-alang natin ang ating kaligtasan, sa bawat oras at panahon, magpakailanman. Hangat palagi ng ating paaralan, ang matuto, gayon din maging ligtas ang kabataan. Tayo ay magkaisa, halina't sama-sama, kasali lahat, kasama lahat, para sa lahat. Pilipinas, maghanda ka na, balik eskwela na, tara. Tayong lahat, sabay-sabay, pagkakaisa ay may lakas.
Ito na ang new normal, online learning at modular. Di na kailangang mag-face-to-face, gamit ng cellphone at radio base. Yakapin na ang pagbabago, pahirapan, kaya natin to. Lakasan ang iyong loob, sa bagong
Bahatag tuyot, sunog, lindol, bagyo. Mga kalamidad na likas sa ating mundo. Napapahamak ang buhay at kabuhayan. Kaya naman kailangan ngang paghandaan.
Maging handa, maging alerto. Tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Laging handa.
Kalamidad ay maaasahang darating.
Sa di inaasahang oras.
Kaya naman hindi na dapat hintayin. Unahan na habang di pa natataranta.
Maging handa, maging alerto. Tungkulin to ng bawat mamamayan. Kaya tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
Suriin mo mabuti ang iyong kapaligiran. Saan ka pa nakatira? Diyan ba ay bumabaha? Tuwing ka magpagkain, kumot pang sindi, first aid kit. Mga gamit panligtas ng buhay dapat mabitbit. At sakaling lumindol o sumabog ang dugan, meron bang matadaanan palayo sa kasawian? Panahon na ay malupit at ang hangin hagupit. Mabuti na lang na tayo ay laging nakahanda.
Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa. Tara na, kilos na, lika na, tumulong tayo. Gawin na po ang karapat-dapat na maging laging handa.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Education with the support of World Vision Development Foundation.
Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Di mo alintana mga batikos at pangungutya, lalong-lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Ika'y di sumusuko, lumalaban at nangangako. Maihatid pa rin ang serbisyong totoo. Para sa kabataan, ginagawa ang lahat. Maibigay lang ang edukasyong karapat-dapat. Kaya't ang awit kong ito ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. isang superwoman. Walang iba, Madam Leonor, Briones lang naman. Sa ngalan ng serbisyo, dedikasyon sa trabaho, pagmamahal ng isang ina, nararamdaman ko. Ikaw ang humuhubog sa aming kinabukasan, laging inuuna ang kapakanan ng kabataan. Kaya't ang awit kong ito, ialay ko sa'yo. Deped ako'y saludo sa'yo, sa katapatan mo sa Pilipino. Ngayong kaarawan mo, tanggapin mo ang pagpupugay ko. O deped ako'y saludo sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo. Saludo, saludo, saludo ako sa'yo.
Magbayanihan na, magbayanihan na, bayanihan, pagtutulungan, walang kupas na kaugalian. Tatag at tibay, sinasabuhay, galak sa puso ay walang kapantay. Panahon na naman ang brigada, pagbigkisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salin na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Ikaw ako, tayong lahat, hawak kamay, sabay-sabay, kapit-bisig, buong bayan. Tara na, kumilos na. Tulong-tulong sa pagsulong, hatid na kalidad sa edukasyon. Sa kabataan, saya at dunong, buong madla sabay na aahon. Panahon na naman ng brigada, pagbigkisin lakas at diwa. Tara na brigada na, brigada, eskwela, magkaisa sama-sama. Brigada, eskwela, salit na buong barkada. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, eskwela, kilos na, magbayanihan na. Brigada, magbayanihan na.
Z-Radio 88.5 FM in partnership with the DepEd Division Office of Davao de Oro presents the Radyo Z-Eskwela program, a radio-based instruction that will cater learners in the entire province of Davao de Oro. Division Executive Committee headed by the Schools Division Superintendent Eufemia T. Gamutin, CESO 5, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Feby K. L. Refamonte, CPA, Curriculum Implementation Division Chief Dr. Josie T. Bolufer, and School Governance and Operations Division Dr. Ruben J. Riponte. Members: Karina S. Frasco, Cecilia Morales, Dr. Hilda A. Opeña, Dr. Arlene B. Lim, Dr. Eldicris B. Calzadora, Dr. Dexter A. Siquinia, Nohara O. Pinuti, Noemi P. Canales, Dr. Grace D. Pontillas, Virgilito C. Fabrices, Juanito Lapiceros, Engineer Norberto S. Manlangi, Girly Ringo, Jomar M. Dumupoy, Bob Dalan S. Milabat, Medar D. Ampit, and Paz Eugenia Villusino. Technical Working Committee for Production and Communications, Lorely E. Quijano, Given G. Hinampas, Judiland T. U, Donna D. T. Bolifer, Mary Rose N. Resma, Irene Leia C. Mangohon, and Bessie Aya N. Banyes. Social Media and Packaging Team, Christian Anjara L. Martesio, William R. Ranara, Joan T. Iscoto, Roberto S. Acusar Jr., May B. Istaniol, Richard H. Arellano, Glee L. S. Blanco, Ralph A. Tabanyag, Angelo Gutierrez Jr., and Jade Karen Arais. The Radyo Z-Eskwela program of the Division of Davao de Oro is being brought to you by Tingog Party List, Nueda Builders Construction and Supply Incorporated, Maverick Builders Incorporated, Mitch Construction and Supply, Mabanglo Archicons Architectural Construction and Supply, DB Construction and Supply, Kanaway Builders Corporation, Phoenix Corvada Tagum Gasoline Station, Master Construction and Supplies, Mackenzie Builders, GP&H Construction Incorporated, Metro Gear Construction Corporation, NEN Builders and Development Services Corporation, Max Mays Enterprises Incorporated, V-Ing Construction Company, Rangay Construction and Supply, East Sussex Enterprise, WM Construction, Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Bertodazo, Apex Mining Company Incorporated, and Icon Builders and Supply.
Hoy, tara, magklase na ta! Tara, tara! Sige, sige! Let's go!
Kunin na ang radyo, hanapin ang Z-Radio. Halika na at makinig, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig, matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhan bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela. Umulan man umaraw, edukasyo'y susulong. Kaya halika na, mag-aaral tayo! Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, makinig matuto. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, may matutuhang bago. Sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya. Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela.
Handog ng DepEd Davao de Oro, Radyo Z-Eskwela, siguradong masaya!
Let's go!
Muli po nagbabalik ang Radyo Z-Eskwela, Siguradong Masaya. Only here, 88.5 FM, Z-Radio, Siguradong Ngaw.
Siguradong Kuyaw.
Oras po natin, let's give it a check. 10 minutes bago mag alas 2 ng hapon. Oras hatid sa atin ng WM Construction and Councilor Boogie and Miss Marjorie Vertudazo. Right, kauban gyapon News Teacher JL.
And this is Teacher Donna.
Inyo po natunghayan ang lesson presentation ni Sir Charlie G. Gayonda or Gayonda Jr. Of Attorney Orlando S. Ramado National High School. That's about cheer dance grade 12 mapping. Alright, so we are done with all our lesson presentations for today, mga ka-Z-Eskwela. We started with grade 9 mape. That's risk and protective factors brought to us by Ma'am Sandy Aquino Rato. And at 11, Teacher Donna.
Yes, no, natunghayan natin ang grade 10 mape ni Sir Gerardo L. Montana, teacher from Kapatagan National High School. At ang topic niya is health-related laws.
Right, and syempre kanina at 12, natunghayan po natin ang Health Optimizing Physical Education Grade 11. That's 8 goals to achieve health-related fitness. Pinigay sa atin ng the one and only Education Program Supervisor ng MAPE, Sir Dexter A. Siquinia. Yes, okay. And Teacher Donna, may babatiin ka ba bago tayo magpaalam?
Yes, no, babatiin muna natin yung ating mga viewers sa ating Facebook Live. We want to say hello to Arilyn Suay Baguio sa Libay, to Igsoon Given, Sir Given Hinampas, Magpagpaminaw, to Grace Baroca Reyes, to Rosemary Bandola Cancho, na nakikinig at nanonood sa atin all the way from Mako Heights Central Elementary School, Mako South District. To Mia Gado, Araceli Kunahap, and to Ma'am Almalin sa Turina Samyon, watching from New Bataan. Shout out, Ma'am Faith Myriel Esperanza. And to Marjorie Muta, sabi niya, good day everyone, happy learning. At kay Jane, good day po, watching from Manat National High School.
Alright, Teacher Donna, we would like to thank everyone for listening, for being with us from 10 a.m. hanggang ngayong oras na ito.
Yes.
And bukas po, abangan niyo po ang mga lesson presentations natin tomorrow. That's gonna be about TLE and Araling Palipunan, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? So, pinapaalam lang po natin sa ating mga content presenters and material developers, pakisubmit na po ng inyong mga materials 1 week before the lesson presentation.
Yes.
Okay? So, walang tayong sapat na oras, Teacher Donna. Sa ngalan po ng bumubuo ng Radyo Z-Eskwela, at po si Teacher JL, nagpapasalamat sa inyong lahat sa panonood at pakikinig mula alas 10 ng umaga hanggang alas 2 ng hapon. Teacher Donna?
Yes, at pasalamatan din natin Teacher JL, ang mga kasamahan natin ngayon sa ating SMPT, si Ma'am Irene Leia Mangohon, si Ma'am Jade Karen Araiz, and Sir Angelo Gutierrez, and of course, kasama natin ngayon sa VMix natin ating editor, Sir Ralph Tabanyag.
Right. At sa lahat po ng editors, lahat po ng bumubuo ng Radyo Z-Eskwela. Ito po again, ang tambalan, Teacher JL.
And this is Teacher Donna.
Hanggang bukas dito lang sa Radyo Z-Eskwela, Siguradong Masaya on 88.5 FM Z-Radio. Siguradong lingaw.
Siguradong kuyaw.
Hanggang sa muli, dalaygon ang Diyos.